This is the best of 2023 edition of Legit Heat. I think we're going to have a new name going into 2024, but that...
Who knows? Maybe.
We'll see. We might have that shit ready for the next episode or two, but
this is also your mother's favorite podcast.
Hell yeah, motherfucker, what's up?
Just when you think you know the answers, we change the questions.
Exactly.
That's what Mr. Piper would always say.
Let's fucking pretty solid year for wrestling, so let's celebrate, shall we?
You think?
Oh no, this man brought out the tequila.
Holy shit! That's a heavy pour.
Heavy pours. We're sipping. These ain't
Jesus,
shots.
take the wheel.
No, that's fair.
These ain't fucking shots. You see that on the camera, motherfucker? Come on, man.
God help me. Like I just had coffee.
Pass it down.
Oh god.
Take one, pass it down, baby.
You can call it an espresso tequila martini. I'm not a bartender.
Oh Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know what the fuck you call this shit.
Only part time.
Oh man. Phenomenal year for wrestling, I think.
Yeah.
Great time to be a wrestling fan. We wouldn't be podcasting if it wasn't, because there's been times where wrestling was in very dark places and we were not doing this.
In the
Like
shits,
the countless
as they say.
weeks that Judgment Day and Cody Rhodes and them were starting off Raw and ending Raw, and it was
Man, that wasn't done. That was done on accident though, that we weren't podcasting for that. But
Wait, that wasn't your favorite part? You told me earlier that was your favorite part.
where am I?
you love that.
Where am I? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
R.I.P. We lost some legends. My boy, yo.
This just came in the mail today. That's
If
why I'm
anybody
wearing
got
it.
an XL, let me know. I'm fucking going through it right now.
My man's got the ill drip today. Like he's kind of outdoing me. It's crazy.
I have a lot to hold up to. You know, I got the shoes. I got the shirt.
Show off the shoes. Show off the shoes real
They're
quick.
basic, but I love them.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Fuck
I'm
'em.
wearing Timbs.
You wearing the Yuttas. Woo.
Gentlemen.
Cheers, fellas, to a phenomenal year for wrestling. And
Hell yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be an even better one this year, I feel.
Clink.
Clink, clink. Hell yeah.
Clink, clink.
Bro, you took the whole thing? Wow.
Oh, that's a spicy meatball.
Oof.
Ooh, you took that whole thing?
Yeah, mama ain't raised no bitch, remember?
Wow.
All right.
This is not a shot.
Ooh,
right.
All right.
Good thing I don't live too far
Oh,
from
is
here.
this episode 38?
This is episode 38, isn't it?
I think so.
38.
In it, bruv.
Isn't it, bruv?
All right, let's get into it.
get right into it.
World's End is this Saturday, right? Saturday?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I should
72
probably know
hours.
that.
Yeah.
Might try to go. We'll see. Not a big fan of Long Island, but
I don't think anyone
Long
is, but
Island.
I'm not going to talk shit about Long Island right now.
I'm looking at the card for the first time, top to bottom. It looks... The matches are going to be great.
It looks solid.
I think
I'll give it that.
the matches are going to be great. Let's start with Hook versus. We're gonna do our usual thing where we predict whether or not the match is gonna slap, and we're also gonna predict who's taking the motherfuckers. So I'm starting off with Hook versus Wheeler Yuta
Hook, obviously.
for the FTW Championship. Slapper or meh?
I mean, because Wheeler can go with anybody, and not saying that Hook is bad in any case, but two people that can just basically wrestle a broom, yeah, it's gonna slap.
It's gonna slap.
It's going to slap.
It's
and
gonna
plus,
slap.
it's in Long Island. No,
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long
Yeah,
Island.
that's also where Hook comes from, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Either that or Queens.
Yeah, I mean, it's still home to him in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's home for Eddie, but
I
Yeah.
think he
we'll
might.
talk
I
about
think
that
he might be Queens. Eddie, I don't think he's from Long Island. He's part of he's from Yonkers, I think.
later. No,
maybe.
it's either that or Staten Island.
One of the two. One of those
one of
dusty
the
ass
two,
parts
yeah.
of New York.
Yeah, we forget about all those
I'm from
places.
Manhattan. I'm bougie.
Oh, me too. But
You're from Manhattan?
I was born there, and
Get
then I
the
lived there
fuck
till I was
outta here.
9. Yeah, I
Wow.
was raised here.
I was born in Rhode Island.
but at least I was born there and lived a couple of years there to actually know.
All right.
Yeah,
Word.
fun fact.
Hook takes this, obviously.
Yeah.
20-man battle royal. We're gonna skip that one.
Yeah, because that's just gonna be a whole bunch of nonsense.
That's fair.
Chris Jericho, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting versus the Don Callis family.
Yeah, why did this all of a sudden turn into
Al
fucking...
Fletcher, Powerhouse Hobbs,
Man, no,
Big
why?
Bill, Ricky Starks, not slapping at all.
Probably
I'm
not.
also still very confused on how Sammy came back last night, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. My man's is not on paternity leave anymore.
Yeah.
But How the hell did he have such a short-lived heel turn?
I don't mean to sound like a hater either. There's a lot of talent in this match, but I think it's one-sided.
Yeah, no, very, very, very one-sided.
And I just don't believe in some of these guys. Obviously, I think I think Chris Jericho's team, if I'm gonna fucking put him on the spot, that's the star power in this match. But
For sure.
Jericho? Yeah, no.
I think I'm starting to get on off the train with the Jericho thing. He's becoming very Hulk Hogan-esque and that, I mean, he just exaggerates and just kind of lies a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it embellishes the stories that he tells.
Yep. Let's take a turn here, actually, real quick,
Yeah?
away from World's End.
Okay.
'Cause that was interesting.
Hard left. Let's go.
What the fuck happened there? The Twitter shit
Oh, right. Yeah, I have no idea.
with the lawyer, right? That
Right.
was the lawyer that was.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Lawyer.
So basically, Jericho got on X or Twitter, as I call it, because I'll never call it that. Some guy said something about how CM Punk's NDA was lifelong or whatever, and Jericho's like, I didn't sign an NDA. Yeah, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. And then I don't know if he got in trouble for that.
And he said that there's no employee handbook.
There's no employee handbook. Yeah, exactly. He was in a way kind of trashing Tony.
Jeez. That's not a good look, bro. Tony probably had to talk with him like, okay, let's pump the brakes here.
I think it was you take it as that way. I kind of take it in a and maybe I'm wrong and tell me if I am, but I took it as like he's trying to make Tony and AEW look cool in a sense where there's no handbook. We don't have a handbook, but there's been multiple sources that have said there is a handbook.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a fucking huge company.
company, there's got to be some sort
Yeah,
of
no,
handbook.
it's like that's a very established like multi-million-dollar company. You have to have
And if they
certain
don't have a
guidelines.
handbook or an HR, then there you go. That's the fucking problem. So.
That's
Oh
a lot,
yeah, no, they definitely need HR.
Yeah.
They definitely do. Eventually we'll get one, but not right now.
not anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jericho's team just because I don't give a fuck about that match.
Yeah,
to
that's
be
fine.
honest.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
no, they definitely will.
Miro, two guys that are one of them at least definitely that his contract is apparently up very very soon.
I heard the winner of this gets their grant for release.
That was good. That was good.
They're like, the winner leaves
Gets to
AEW.
leave.
Yeah. They should fucking throw that on there, but Tony would never. Miro
winner,
versus
not the loser.
Andrade
The winner.
El Ídolo.
Andrade wins that one, and that will probably be a low-key banger.
I think
It'll
be
be a
banger.
banger. It'll slap. It'll definitely slap. And I think that Miro takes it because if Andrade's out, I was seeing a report earlier that his contract's pretty much like up.
And
or
Charlotte
almost.
just signed, so she's not going anywhere. And
Right.
If anything, yeah, I can see Miro winning this.
Right.
Yeah,
So
no,
I see Miro winning just because Tony's not gonna. I don't see him giving that dub to Andrade if he's not staying, bro. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
He wants to be with his main squeeze all the time.
Right. Exactly. So, Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland. I'm gonna go slapper.
Oh, yes, but I feel like this match should have happened a couple months ago.
You think so?
Yeah.
It did already technically, but there was a lot of interference.
All right, I
But
guess.
now we're gonna run through it again because we didn't really see the end of it when that happened, and then Keith Lee just kind of went under the radar, and then they just started building Swerve.
True, because
But-
that's what happened. Like I feel like Keith Lee kind of fell off, and then Swerve just kind of took off.
Yeah, pretty much. I think he took some time off too, but then no.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Both of those in combination were kind
Yeah.
of like, yeah. But no, you're right. It's gonna slap.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I
slap.
think so. I'm going Swerve.
Yeah,
I got
He's red hot right now. I think they're gonna keep riding that momentum, and I really do think that he's like not too far from the title picture. But we'll see. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. It's a very
I don't see
unpopular-
why you wouldn't put the title on him.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
mean,
think,
unless they're
a
gonna-
little more time, maybe, but I agree with you. I think that I don't know. We'll see.
I low-key
There's
do
a lot
like
of moving
Keith,
pieces in AEW right now. I don't think Ospreay signed to fucking win the TNT championship.
No,
And he says he's gonna be back. He's gonna be on AEW for the Road to Revolution.
January. I
Yeah.
think.
So so
Or
Wrestle
March,
Kingdom,
whatever that is.
I believe. It's next week. of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
And then after that,
And who's he wrestling?
He's
is he-
wrestling Moxley, and he's wrestling David Finlay
David
for
Finlay.
that
United
that
States.
global
Or the
championship
UK.
that they just created.
Yeah, the UK.
Moxley's on that
Moxley's
card?
a nut, dude.
I mean, you cannot stop that man. You literally cannot tell that man what to do.
Yeah.
You literally would have to hold a gun to his head, and even then, he'd probably hold it closer and be like, "All right, do you actually want to shoot?"
Yeah.
But that's a different thing. I digress. But yeah, no, he's on that card, just like Bryan Danielson is.
Right.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, he will be on the road to Revolution after he faces Okada in I think Battle in the Valley afterwards on the 18th of January.
Okay.
I think that'll be like his last appearance.
Word.
But yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm going Swerve. Julia Hart versus Abaddon for the AEW TBS Championship. Julia Hart for sure.
Yeah,
I don't see them.
Slap.
But I think that will slap. I think Abaddon has a lot to offer, and she hasn't really gotten much of a chance. I mean, that's cool. Like she's definitely very different. Definitely, I would say the most different of
It
in
definitely
a while.
is. And it's kind of like, I feel like what turns people off is just more of like, just her character in a sense. It's very violent, gruesome in a way. But no, she can wrestle her ass off.
I mean,
right?
no more violent than what Wyatt was doing with his puppets.
True. No, you're definitely right.
You know?
But in a sense, it's kind of like, yeah, it's still a lot to take in. I feel like it's an acquired taste type of thing to kind of like Abaddon and actually like her wrestling. But her in this position,
Let's be honest. As men, we gravitate towards the woman who can wrestle and look good, and she can wrestle. And I think that's the big thing is that she has that like
No one
Bray
knows what
Wyatt
Julia
thing.
looks like.
Yeah, the Bray Wyatt thing. So everybody's like, but you gotta, she has a lot to offer wrestling wise. So you gotta, match is gonna slap.
Oh, of course.
But I'm gonna give it to Julia.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Julia.
Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland in a no disqualification match for the AEW TNT Championship.
Edge. It'll slap.
I think this one will slap because the first one did not.
Yeah, I really didn't.
And because there's no disqualification.
I don't even remember the first one.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, unfortunately, that's why they needed to run it back.
I think that I agree with you. Not to, you know what? Go ahead, my bad.
No, because I feel like adding the disqualification, it's kind of like it's a gimmick for like some shenanigans are gonna happen.
Yep.
But like that's kind of what it needs to be.
It needs to be.
You know what I mean,
they can bust out. They can go crazy and bust out the Edge and Christian that we know from Adam
years
Copeland
past.
And Christian that we know from years past.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Adam.
I think it'll. I want to say no, but with the no disqualification thing, I think it'll slap. I agree with you guys. I'm not gonna fight with you guys this episode yet.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll fight in at the end.
There's still much more that we need to discuss. So.
That's true.
I know not everybody will agree, but I think that this is a sleeper. I think this is going to be the sneaky slapper of the night. John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. The final of the AEW Continental Classic for the inaugural AEW Triple Crown Championship. What the fuck? What is this, guys? Somebody explain this championship to me.
So you want to take?
No, you got it.
Okay, so originally when this whole thing was incepted, I didn't know that there was a title, but I think within the first week of it, Eddie was like, "Oh, I'm participating. Guess what I'm gonna do? Every single match that I'm in, I'm putting the ROH World Championship and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship on the line." And then Tony was like, slow down there, buddy. You're not doing that. But if you want to put that on the line, okay." And then he was like, we actually created a new title for this too. So whoever wins the whole damn thing not only is the Continental Champion, I guess, but it's also the Ring of Honor World Champion and the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, which is the Triple Crown of sorts.
Yes.
I don't like, and this might be the WWE fan in me, I guess, even though we listeners know we love all of wrestling. But I don't like when wrestling gets too complicated.
Yeah, I get that.
This is very like, and we all have iPhones here. This is very like Samsung. This is like when the Samsung guys are like, and I know the AEW mark's going to be like, oh, it's just too complex for you. And they probably have Samsungs, but this is very Samsung and it's not Apple. And it's just too much.
No, but here's what.
But I'm here for the match.
Well, no. And I feel like in my take, Eddie will eventually win, of course, because this was low-key catered to him.
It kind of was, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the whole basis of this whole tournament, in a sense, is because Tony wanted to create his own G1 climax. He wanted to do that because, unfortunately, he doesn't really want his people to go over there, even though there are a lot of people that are not Bryan Danielson and freaking John Moxley. They want to participate in that. And mind you, it's like the only person that's been able to participate that's in AEW is John. Bryan hasn't done it, surprisingly, but it's just like that's what they wanted to do. They emulated that, and it's kind of like, okay, I get it. I don't think it's going to be as big as that, but also it's just starting too. I'm not really going to bash it either, but it's That's basically what it is.
Yeah, when they made it for like the Ring of Honor title, I was like, I didn't see anybody like a Bryan or anything like that winning. I mean, I would have loved him to, but like I kind of agree with you, Yuri. I feel like it was tailor made for Eddie Kingston.
Yeah,
which is like Eddie.
We'll see. John Moxley doesn't need to win any.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, no.
He needs a break.
He doesn't want one, unfortunately.
For who do you guys have? We all have Eddie here.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because it's like another reason why I put Eddie in that is because of the fact that this is his literal title defense that he wanted to do the whole time.
Right.
So yeah, now you're actually defending a world title, and you low-key have beef with John
Moxley. Yeah.
So
True.
So yeah, no, that's why I have him. And then honestly, it's like John has another title match in a week.
Exactly.
At
Yeah.
Wrestle
So
Kingdom.
yeah,
You don't need this shit. You don't need 3
That we
belts.
will have to watch at
4
like
belts.
2 or 3 in the morning, like real wrestling fans.
right.
Yeah, no,
That's right.
I'll be watching that. I'll find.
I remember when we were hitting two of us were hitting each other up last year. Then the
think
other
so.
one was sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I slept and then I watched it the next.
You watched
day.
it the next day.
Yeah, I was just like
Me and
everybody.
Scotty were being demons.
Yeah, I was like,
I had,
everybody,
a kid,
shut
I had a
up.
kid that was helping me stay up. So.
That's true. He did.
That also helps.
If not, I would have. We all know me. Let me not front. I would have been asleep just like you, buddy.
Hey man, I love my sleep, but
Yeah,
I
I
still
hear
caught
you.
up. I went back.
Same.
I went to your
No.
house and I watched that
Yeah,
shit.
there we go.
Also,
Fucking
yeah, didn't we
banger.
watch one of the matches at your house?
Yeah, I rewatched
That's
just
right.
an excuse to rewatch.
That's right.
it.
That's what it was.
The one with Osprey and Kenny.
Osprey.
That's
No,
what
no.
I needed to
Osprey
watch.
and someone else. Osprey and shit, who was it? Was it Osprey and Kenny?
Yeah, it was.
It was Osprey and
It was
Kenny.
Osprey
Yeah,
and
that
Kenny,
was the part
Osprey
part
and Kenny.
one.
Yeah.
For the AEW Women's World Championship, we have Timeless Toni Storm versus the challenger Rio.
Toni Storm.
Toni Storm.
She's on a really good run right now, and I feel like she's kind of like hitting her stride as far as
Yeah, it's Tony.
And cheeks.
that too.
Oh yeah,
I'm from the Attitude Era, baby. I'm sorry.
so much.
And
damn
she's
turn.
beautiful.
Man,
She's beautiful.
shout out Tony.
She's timeless.
And Sky.
She is timeless.
Gorgeous woman.
Shout out her. It's
Timeless.
Blue.
I saw something from the Attitude Era today on Twitter. It was funny. It was one time when the cat walked out in like a lingerie thing or in like a robe, gave a VHS to JR, and then King's like, "Oh, what about me?" She's like, oh, "Okay, well," got up on the stage and she basically had this skimpy little lingerie underneath. And of course, he lost his mind. So, typical
I can
King.
hear him yelling like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
That's my favorite Jerry Lawler thing.
was it puppies?
Like, look, just JR, look. I fucking love that shit, bro.
He's just nutting behind the commentary
All the
booth
time.
for like
That's
15 years.
I swear to God, that's the go-to thing. JR, look.
I can
His
hear it as
high-pitched
we
voice.
speak.
Oh
man.
my Lord.
But yeah, no, Tony, just all the way. Shout out Tony.
And in the main event, what I'm sure is going to be a very complex finish, something that I kind of want to be in the building for. MJF versus the challenger Samoa Joe on MJF's home turf for the AEW World Championship, the Triple B.
Yep.
It's gonna slap. It's gonna be the match of the night. Because of the match itself, because of the talent, because of how complex this finish is gonna be, and I can't even give you guys like what I think is exactly going to happen. But let's get into it.
I mean, a couple things. I mean, I did see today that allegedly
There's a lot of factors here. Not to cut you off. Please hold on to that because I think I know where you're gonna get to. But there's a lot of factors here. MJF's contract is literally up in once it hits January 1st.
Yeah, and he's injured right now.
And
Like, legit.
Quote unquote. Wait, he is?
Yeah, he tore his labrum, I thought.
yeah. So there's the fact that this whole devil thing is going on. There's a lot of things going on that makes it's hard to call whether or not MJF is leaving, whether or not he's losing the championship. What the fuck is going to happen with this match, I think, is the most interesting part of this entire pay-per-view.
I think so too.
Low key, this is my thing, and this has kind of been my thing from the jump. MJF to me will lose, and then that's when we will find out. We're probably not going to find out directly the very next Dynamite.
No, I think we're going to find out that night, Saturday night, who that was.
Well, no, we'll find out who the devil is.
think we will
sorry.
find out who the
find
devil
out
is.
about MJF's
Oh,
status.
yes. Yeah.
We're probably gonna be left in suspense for like maybe a week or two.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And then, because that'll give us time to be like, oh my God, whoever's the devil, we're gonna be like, holy shit, because I'm really gonna be shocked as to who it is.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, that'll also give us the confirmation that he actually re-signed. Because me and probably like anyone else in this room, hopefully.
Yeah, if there's some type of story finish that involves MJF in this whole devil thing, because it'd be very weird for Tony and company to be like, you know what, we're gonna do this devil storyline, and on Saturday involve MJF in it somehow just to have him depart. I think if he's involved in this finish, in this whole devil thing, like if my prediction comes true that he is the devil, then he stays. But and that's what I think. I don't know if you guys like maybe there is a side to this that I'm not seeing where if he is the devil, he could also end up departing. But I think it'd be weird to make him the devil and have him leave.
Yeah,
Right,
no.
it would.
It'd be pulling up Punk.
It would be
Money
pulling
in
a
the
Punk because it's like he's leaving. Okay, now this really good story that we have, we can't do anything more with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. But it'll be the culmination in terms of we're definitely gonna find out who the hell this person is. I think anyone's guess is as good as anyone's. This is probably like the best thing that Tony's been able to do in terms of like a storyline
Yes.
in a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, my whole thing is I see Samoa Joe winning because of this. And then that's kind of like where MJF is like, I'm staying in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is my shit. This is my show. Blah, blah, blah. And then that's it.
That would get a big pop.
Yeah, it really would. Mind you, and here's another reason why I think he re-signed. It's just like, he's still very much young enough to like do another like 3 or 4 years in AEW.
What's the average contract in AEW though?
It's like 3 or 4 years.
And they don't
Depending on
go
the person.
beyond that.
Not that I'm.
It depends on the person.
But who has gone beyond that though? I think the usual thing is 3 or 4 years.
Well,
Yeah.
John Moxley re-signed.
Yeah, he did a 5-year, I
He
think.
did a 5.
You got to think that was with the re-sign though.
Oh,
So now that makes me think if Tony, this is my thing business wise, right? If Tony wants to re-sign MJF, he's gonna want to do it for long term. He's gonna want to do it for wrestling long term. To me, is 5 years.
yeah.
It really is.
I think so. I think 2 to 3 year contract is like a cushiony contract for whatever company it is, whether it be WWE, AEW.
And then you have
But
to
I
write
think-
an extension.
Yeah, I think Tony would want to sign MJF to a 5-year contract if he resigned him. In MJF's shoes, I think that he can sit there, and I think it is about money to him. I think part of it is about money, but at the end of the day, he's a fan. And looking at how hot the WWE product is right now and how not so hot the AEW product is right now, MJF's favoring WWE in my mind.
But would you want to be? Well, I don't mean MJ. I mean, with all the star power that WWE has right now, would he rather be a big fish in a little pond or a little fish in a big pond?
You're right about that. I cannot argue that.
And that's why I
think
also feel like he
because-
resigned.
I think MJF. What I'm gonna argue here with you guys is I think with MJF, he's got such a big ego, and this could go either way. He's got a big ego enough to where he could be the big fish in the small pond, right? But at the same time, I wonder what is going through the man's mind. I wish we could fucking interview him where I could
That'd be fun.
literally ask, is that more? Is that gonna help the ego more, or is it gonna or is it gonna hurt the ego more? Where it's like, oh wow, these fucking, let's just call it out and say 5 more years in a new contract where it might hurt you because AEW. Let's face it, I'm not talking money for the marks. Before you guys get pissed off, I'm not talking about they're going fucking bankrupt or anything like that. I don't know money wise where AEW is at. I'm talking about product wise. It has not been as good as it was in 2021, 2022.
Something like that. Yeah.
No, it definitely is. And
that makes me think, MJF might want to be where all the big dogs are playing right now, where all the stars are thriving. Fucking Punk is over there and he has like a big spot already. Cody's the fucking new John Cena over there.
Essentially.
essentially.
There's Judgment Day. I love the Judgment Day. I don't know about you guys. There's been a couple guys who fucking hate on them. I know that the spots for them have gotten repetitive, but everybody's WWE's in a place right now where like everybody's kind of thriving. LA Knight, his position we've explained is I think it's threatened a little bit with all the moving pieces.
Sure.
But I do see what you guys are saying with the whole MJF. It would be there'd be almost too much star power over there.
Pretty
much. One quick sidetrack, real quick. Shout out to R-Truth.
Yeah, shout out to R-Truth.
R-Truth is great.
But no, back to this. It's like
The youngest, oldest member of the WWE roster.
yup. But just to kind of piggyback off of what he said, it's like I feel like it's more beneficial for MJF to stay. It's like it's not even about the money either. It's just more. Do you want to be somewhere where you're literally the shiny new toy, the shiny new car, right off the lot? In a place like that, and then your career ends up going to shit within the first year because there's nothing for you.
I don't think his career would go to shit though.
Well, not shit where we don't like you anymore or anything, but just more stagnant. And then you're kind of wondering, what the fuck do I want? And then over there, if it's bad enough to get out of a contract here in AEW, over there they're going to be
I see, and this is fantasy booking on my part, right? But I see an opportunity to do something like start off there and maybe not fast track to the top right away, but do your thing for a little bit. He's going to have to rest, obviously, no matter what he ends up doing.
I think he might need surgery if it's his labrum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And at some point, because he's such a Cody guy, because he's such a Triple H guy, he's such a clean-cut fucking suit and tie kind of guy, pair him up with fucking Hunter and give Hunter like one more heel run as a manager, as somebody who is backing somebody like MJF, who's always praised Hunter in previous.
That's not bad.
That is actually a good idea. The only caveat to that is just the fact that man is now so entrenched in the business.
He is, but
he literally just has no other.
But it could be like a revisiting of the authority thing where but this time he doesn't have to get in the ring. He's already there in the back.
What about if instead of Triple H, it's Sir William Regal?
That would be crazy.
Because now he can actually
He can be on TV soon.
Damn, Scotty. I hate when you do this, Scotty.
Don't
do it. Don't do it to me, Scotty.
Give me 2 seconds.
He's gonna do it.
Give me what I want.
You got to give the people what they want.
Give me what I want 2024. Scotty has done it again.
I do it over and over and over.
Wait. He's doing it.
I gotta add that to the soundboard next year. We gotta get organized over here. God damn. I fucking love this
I love
shit.
this guy. I love it here.
I love it here. Oh man.
All right.
That would be crazy. I think that's the one. That is the
that's
one.
one.
That is the one.
is.
Book it, please. I think I'm
Boom.
solid on
Do it,
MJF
Triple
leaving.
H.
I'm solid on MJF leaving. Where you guys at with that? Sound like
leaving?
he's staying.
He's staying.
It's tough because honestly, that whole picture with Cena, I know it doesn't mean much,
It doesn't. I'm gonna admit that.
but I think it means something.
I mean, a ton of Make-A-Wish kids got a picture with him, so
Those kids are dying,
crazy.
Gary. That's terrible.
That's crazy, Yeri.
That's
How
awful.
fucking
Get out.
unprofessional of you.
my guy.
You're suspended.
Yes, this-
Oh,
I got both microphones now.
ha! Scotty's got his mic back. Let's go.
They can't suspend me.
Did you guys watch the Pepsi Phil match at Madison Square Garden? Because I linked you. I gave you guys some homework.
I mean, it was
I
just
watched
a couple
a little
clips,
bit,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
And then I
No,
watched
it was a full. I sent
was
you
it
guys
full?
a full match in the chat,
Oh, that's
so
my
it
bad.
wasn't even a clip. No, you're good. It was like I think it was 12 minutes,
Okay.
12 and some change.
Oh, okay.
I
gotta
watch
watch
it when you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
He worked with Dom. He still it was a good match. It looked a little. There's some rust that has to be worked out, but thank God for house shows. That's something that Punk didn't have in AEW.
I was gonna think. I think that's why his first match was a house show.
Yep.
Because I feel like not that they didn't want to see if he could still go, because he still kind of can. But
Let's face it. WWE saw what they saw in AEW.
exactly. Yep. 100%.
And I think that we have to talk about it. Punk he's been fucking banged up like no other wrestler I've seen in the last fucking in a while.
Yeah.
what he has that benefits him in WWE are house shows where he has the liberty to do that. You can't expect the guy to not have rust. He's also, again, not to make excuses for it, he's very, very banged up. I said it when he was in AEW, when he had his matches, he didn't look super polished. He's a little bit of a shell of himself in the ring, I'm not going to lie, but he's still Punk. So if we can love Moxley, we can love him all the same.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I genuinely think that there may have been people in that audience at Madison Square Garden that probably think or thought that Punk has not wrestled since 2013.
Yeah, no,
which is insane.
It had that feeling. I'm not going to hold you.
Even though I'm not going to. New York has a big, big wrestling crowd, but there are going to be those fans, though.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And in a place like Madison Square Garden, it's like, bro.
But they loved it. It's a very rough crowd, and not one person in that building booed, because it was still a good match. Yeah. Go back and watch so you can see what I'm talking about.
I feel like New York is such a good wrestling city that you can pack out a Madison Square Garden and have not many hardcore fans there.
The highest attendance at Madison Square Garden for a WWE show in a while, and it was insane. A house show.
A house show.
It wasn't Raw or SmackDown.
No, it wasn't.
Or NXT or a pay-per-view.
No.
It was a fucking house show.
It's nuts.
And I like that they're restoring the feeling with the house shows and making you. There's so much star power that you can go to house shows again.
Yeah,
that's what's going on here.
That's true, because at one point house shows were just Baron Corbin and fucking Dolph Ziggler. You know,
horrible.
No offense to Ziggler, but you know.
But you got like Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and guys like that having tables matches and cage matches and all this other shit. So it was cool to see. He does look banged up. He does look like he definitely needs some work. But again, WWE has house shows. Let's not lose our fucking cool. And aside from that, I see people online, and it's so funny to me because most wrestling fans are some tubby fucking boys and some real extra tubby boys, and they're on the internet like, "Yo, Punk's looking fat." Like,
Christ,
calm it down.
He looked out of shape more in AEW than he did here. I'm not.
You think so? I'm not gonna lie. He looks a little chunky, but Punk's gone through that on and off in his career. He puts on a little weight, he takes it off. He puts it on, he takes it off. It is what it is.
Honestly, I've looked at him.
If he's entertaining and he makes you want to go to a fucking show at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what the man looks like.
No, that's fair.
I mean, man, like I said, Mans looks more in shape right at this very moment that he did in his whole AEW run. He actually has a better haircut. Shout out to a better barber because I don't really know who.
I like the slick back though. I'm not gonna lie, slick back Punk. That's a demon.
That was.
But it's either slick back Punk or the buzz cut. He doesn't really have a buzz cut. He's got kind of like a 8 on the top with like a fucking 2 on the sides going on right now.
Barber talk. This is now barber talk with Jimmy Luca. Ladies and gentlemen,
Punk goes through a lot of different hairstyles though.
He does,
but this is different. He's got like the 8 on top, the 2 on the sides. I'm not a big fan of it because I like slick back Punk or buzz cut Punk. Both those Punks are absolute demons.
You think this is slick back? This is pushback.
Yeah.
Yo, do you ever watch I Think You Should Leave?
As long as
have you ever watched I Think You Should Leave?
No.
It's a sketch show on Netflix. I highly recommend it.
I know
Tim
who you're
Roberts,
talking.
yeah.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
That guy, yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Oh man, but no, as long as he doesn't go back to the mutton chops, God, those were dark days.
Yeah, but that was heel Punk.
Right.
He did that purposely.
It is 2023.
No, that was face Punk. I'm sorry.
2023 going to 2024, we definitely don't.
But you know why he did that?
Triple H.
They had the Wolverine and Hulk thing going on. He did that. Right. He did that because he's a nerd, and he was facing Brock Lesnar, and that was the whole Wolverine versus Hulk thing.
Also true.
Unspoken, but that's what he was doing.
He did who did he write for? Was it Iron Man or was it a Thor comic?
Thor.
Ah, yes,
the female Thor. I think one of the first issues.
I think so.
Shout out to Punk, man. Shout out to Pepsi Phil.
Right? It's not bad. We got a good shirt.
We are now entering our best of 2023 conversation.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's get it
up on mine too.
So I'm gonna start this off with. I want to start it off a little light.
Let's keep it light.
Let's keep it light. I'm gonna start this off light. I'm gonna go with. Let's make this easy here. Let's start it off easy. Return of the year.
Oh, okay. I mean, this guy.
Are we all in agreement here? CM Punk. CM Punk.
Yeah,
because I did not think it was going to happen.
Yeah,
and they know in this room, I knew it was gonna happen, but they still got me.
Yeah,
they put the fucking trademark thing at the bottom of the screen,
like nothing's happening.
Yeah, we're just we're about to just turn it off.
This was literally the levels of it for me, right? At my crib, right? Because you guys were like both sick or whatever.
Yeah,
fucking
it was
nasty motherfuckers.
My bad, I was down bad. It was crazy.
Yo, bro, fuck that. I don't care if you had COVID or the flu or Ebola.
You have two kids, okay?
I don't care. They'll get better. They'll
bounce
go
back
through it.
Ladies and gentlemen, bye. Not playing.
Listen. Yo, bro, the levels to it was like, I told, we do the podcast. You guys, I think, heard it, whether or not we did the podcast at the time, you might not have, whatever.
Yeah.
But they know, they can co-sign. I knew confidently that this was going to happen. So I was sitting at my crib like, here he comes, he's coming. And then I'm at my crib hype. And then they put the trademark at the bottom of the screen, and I'm literally sitting back in my crib like, yo, this was fucking trash. I'm literally calling the entire pay-per-view trash. I'm like, yo, this was fucking hot garbage. And then the trademark fucking stays on and starts to fade back. And I'm like, this is awful. And then the music hits, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I literally said the same thing. I watched from home. I'm just like,
as hard as I can.
That's it. Yo, bro.
That's basically what he did, but
that was it.
Exploded.
Yo, bro, that was in fucking sane how they did that. So that is return of the year without a doubt. If that is not your return of the year, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. But if that is not your return of the year for this year for wrestling, you're a fucking hater, and I can't respect you. You probably,
I mean, when you really think about it too, I don't really think anyone
you guys
else really
probably got
returned
fucking
like
Young
that.
Bucks fucking blow up dolls with the fucking hole cut out and shit.
Hey yo,
I don't want to hear nothing.
Come for him in the comments. Tell me what you think about that.
Please let me know, fucking cocksuckers.
I ain't getting in that one. I'm just gonna let him be.
Shocker of the year.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him going back
They
to
both go together.
Him going,
But point one out aside from that, if you can.
I can't.
I can't. Not as big as that.
Just to separate it, because one's a return for me, and I'm gonna give this shocker of the year because of how fucking awful this episode of Raw was when it should have been spectacular, like it should be. I think Brock attacking Cody.
Oh, that did happen this
Mania
year.
was fucking crazy.
Yeah, where he did the whole like, Brock's gonna be my tag team partner tonight. Okay, yeah, all right.
Because of how trash that Raw was, I didn't see it happening.
Fair.
I didn't see it happening.
No,
Did you see it happening?
I didn't, but at the same time, it's like I was just more of like, oh, okay, bye.
That Raw was atrocious.
It really was,
and
so
I think
that's why-
that was like the silver lining, I guess, of it.
Low key, I thought that was an audible too, where they were kind of like,
You think so?
This shit's actually going to shit. Let's actually do this.
That
Go,
was a
go, go.
horrible Raw
Could-
after Mania. That's why I have
yeah,
to give that one.
I do remember that was
Yeah,
very
no.
bad.
But honestly, it's like I still give Punk as like.
I remember us. I think we even said it. It didn't feel like a Raw after Mania.
It didn't. Nothing has felt like a Raw after Mania in years.
No.
They haven't done it justice, and I was like, I don't know how next year's gonna be like, but we'll definitely see. I need people to
Fingers
come up.
crossed.
We need new people to show up. We need a whole lot of like speculation, like, oh, so and so's coming back. I need that feeling again.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're gonna get it. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna go. Where do I take this now? Let me see. Tag team of the year.
Ooh wee.
I think I have one, and you're not gonna really expect it.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna say Aussie Open.
Okay. All right.
Just because I feel like they kind of like really they won the ROH tag titles, I believe, but then one of them got hurt. So and now Kyle Fletcher's on his own, but they've been impressive. They had really good matches from what I can remember.
All right.
So
Ay. I'll just give it to the top guys.
top guys
Out FTI.
I agree with you. FTR, definitely 100% tag team of the year.
I can't disagree with that. So I mean,
Do you guys have a faction of the year?
Judgment Day. Shout out our truth again.
The Judgment Day. I agree. I am agreeing with Gary a lot this episode.
I-
The Judgment Day run Monday Night Raw, baby.
They do, and also shout out to one Rhea Ripley before I start barking. Woof woof.
Woof. Intense barking.
Oh yes, bark, 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 bark.
Fuck, I
love her so much.
All right, Jerry Lawler.
I will let her squeeze my head.
All right, Jerry Lawler.
I hate to admit
but I
it.
agree.
Welcome to Legit Heat After Dark.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's got to be Judgment Day because they've been kind of in our face for the first half, and then everybody kind of embraced them once they kind of won the tag titles.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, I definitely feel like the addition of Truth and McDonough have been funny.
Yep.
Because I think that's what the one thing they were missing. They were maybe a little too serious.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean?
It was very broody.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like they needed to cut that
They
out.
still need to have a little bit of fun with it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, they've kind of been on an undisputed era type run with all those titles and everything.
True.
And it's kind of like
Yes.
eventually when Damian Priest does cash it in, that's going to be incredible.
Yes, it is, because I think it's going to make things complicated, and I'm here for it.
Oh no, 100%. I'm here for the messiness. I'm here for the shiesty attitudes afterwards. I'm here for a double cross on either him or Demon Finn. Mm-hmm. And I say Demon Finn because Demon Finn will be back and he'll probably be like, I'm gonna fuck each and every one of you up, including you, Rhea, because you like to fight men.
Can I get a breakout star of the year? Let's
Rhea
see
Ripley,
a pattern. Breakout star of the year?
Yeah, in a sense, I feel like this is the year where Rhea really was just like, I'm here.
I don't
am
know if she's
him.
breakout though. I'm talking about like a
Newer.
newer.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't generalize it. I kind of categorize that as kind of like someone that's really had like an amazing year.
You know what, Gary? Do your thing. I'm gonna give it to Dom Dom though.
Okay.
I know you don't agree.
No. I'm not gonna say I don't agree. I was kind of be like, damn, why didn't I think of that one?
Dom Dom is the breakout star of the year. I'm not gonna give it to LA Knight. I'm not gonna give it to fucking anybody. I'm gonna give it to Dom Dom.
I mean,
confidently.
turning him heel was probably the best situation for that.
Yes,
Oh, no,
absolutely.
that is a solid fact. That mullet,
Yeah.
perfect. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that one. Like, if I didn't choose Rhea for the reasons that I mentioned, it's like, yeah, no, that definitely is the person that I would think of too, because it's like,
That motherfucker, literally, because this is probably one of the last times you'll hear this name on this pod. He has legitimate heat, and you got to respect
Legit.
that.
Yeah.
And he's great. He's solid in the ring, bro. Worst case scenario, he's got to put on some more muscle. But again, I'm not here to body shame niggas. He's an animal.
He's what Sammy wishes he could be.
Yeah.
this is what Sammy should have been.
Yeah.
This is what, let's say, who else could we put in this category? This is what, God, so many people.
You agree?
No, I don't agree. No.
Oh, who do you have for breakout?
I'm gonna say Julia Hart.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
you know
Just
what?
because I feel like she really kind of came into her own, like kind of like how you said with Rhea, how they really kind of came into their own, and like beforehand, like she wasn't. Not that she doesn't have any. She has good matches, but like this, the cheerleader thing was stupid. The whole thing with like Griff and what is his name, Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh God.
You know, I feel like.
It set her back for a bit.
Yes, 100%. I think it kind of held her back a little bit. Then once she kind of sided with Malachi Black in the House of Black, where people who actually probably teach her how to actually wrestle and teach her things. I think
that was
really
literally, quite frankly, the best decision so far of her
yeah,
career,
100%.
and it's been paying off with dividends.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Female wrestler of the year.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Across the board. I was going to smack somebody.
I mean, there's no one else.
Bark.
Who else can you really say besides Rhea? Like,
I got time to argue in the comments too.
I mean, maybe Bianca. Bianca's also had a good year, but it's definitely Rhea.
Io had a good year too.
Oh no, yeah.
After Saturday, when I'm off from giving New Year's Eve haircuts, I have time to argue. So let's fucking go.
Hit him up.
Match of the year. I'm gonna fucking say it first before you guys do.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Because there is only one. Kenneth Omega versus William Ospreay 2.
See, I'm gonna say it's both 1 and 2 because I don't know if you can.
You're like me with Home Alone. You got to pick one, buddy. Nah, I'm not gonna make you do that. If I can put 1 and 2 together, I'll do that too. But I'm gonna say 2 is better than 1.
Just because of that one wing angel spot, honestly, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Not
who
only,
the fuck kicks out at 1 from a finisher?
Kenny does.
My man's was just like, you're not gonna fuck me up with my own sauce.
It was 1 and it was 1, and before the hand could even go all the way up, he kicked out.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck yeah.
It was right away. It was right.
Bro,
yeah.
that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
We were there. We saw it. It was
Yes,
hilarious.
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Bro, we fucking screamed to the top of our lungs while my kid was sleeping.
I'm surprised
he didn't wake up.
I'm surprised we didn't wake
Well,
up. We
both
never
of them
woke
didn't
him
wake
up.
He
up.
never does. He never does.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you know, in his sleep, he's like, my dad's watching wrestling. It's cool.
He knows, yeah.
Yo, bro. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay 2. Who the fuck kicks out at 1? How the fuck do you make it more brutal than the first one? They did. That was match of the year for me.
Yeah. I can't even think of a close second.
Sorry, I'm the guy that disagrees. I'm sticking with 1.
But it isn't. That's
way-
your match of the year, though.
Yeah, the first one, part 1.
I'll give it to you. All right.
Yeah, because Kenneth Jerome.
You're wrong, but at
Omega,
least you have one of them in there.
Yeah, Kenneth Jerome Omega really just came in. He started off the year on a very high note, and I watched that match 5 times.
I would love if that's his
Watched that
actual
match
middle
5
name.
times. I watched part 2 different times, but
Yeah.
Yo,
that
so
first
fucking
one
good,
resonated
bro.
with me so much.
Fucking good, bro.
And maybe I'm slightly biased just because of Kenny's entrance. Like, as soon as he entered that with fucking Sephiroth's theme, I was just like, match of the year.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to do anything, and I was just like, match of the year.
Bro, crazy.
Like, everything that happened in that particular match, I was like, I literally was
And
like,
you and that is the first one. That was like A New Hope. Like that was and the second one was Empire Strikes Back. Like there are some people who think A New Hope is better. There are a lot of people who think but regardless, like 2 classics back to back, fueled by legit hatred. Fucking Will Ospreay literally had a shirt that had the one winged angel on it.
He did.
And they pulled it from Pro Wrestling Tees. And then he went on a rant on fucking Instagram or YouTube or whatever it was and called Kenny Omega a little cunt. I'm done. This is match of the year. One of the 2 have to be match of the year. I don't agree with you. You're dead wrong if you say otherwise.
yeah, man. Anything else is not that. The third, well, here's my list. It goes part 1, part 2,
Yup.
and then Cody and Roman. That's it's 3 for a reason. It's not going up to 2 anytime because of the fact that part 2 of these motherfuckers.
I was
Not
actually-
one of the
2.
Gunther matches?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say.
the one I mean. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I had to change it on.
That's true.
on
That
this
triple threat was
live
actually
right
really
here.
good.
That triple threat,
That was very
that's
good.
number 3 for me.
Yeah.
That's number 3. So it was Gunther,
McIntyre and Sheamus.
and
I think.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my top 3 right there,
Yeah.
matches of the year.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll put that as my 3 now, just because you mentioned it, thinking, and then I'll put Roman and Cody at number 4.
see, I would say instead of Roman Cody, I would say Brock and Cody.
That match was actually
Yeah.
it was a dark horse.
It was a dark horse. It was.
that nobody called it a dark horse.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
None of us
not
did.
even me.
None of us did.
No, it's true. We didn't.
I'm leaving that one out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Kenneth Jerome Omega and William. That motherfucker
That
Ospreay, part 1 in January,
Bro.
Smacked.
Shit set the precedent for everything that came.
I think we all said it there. Like this has got to be match of the year. With it is only January 4th or whatever it was.
Yes. And then they topped it.
Yeah,
But
they did, yeah.
We'll see.
Well, yeah. I'm
Motherfucker put that shit on.
gonna watch both.
I'm watching them tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna edit and watch them
I'm
tonight.
gonna man, fuck that. I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy 7.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay.
I just got into that God of War from 2018, so I'm getting into that right now.
All right.
He has great taste.
The main event, the highly debatable male wrestler of the year. And I'm going to set it off. Bruv, there is only one right answer, and that is William, that motherfucker, Ospreay, bitch. The amount of classics this man has had in 2023, the amount of accomplishments that this man has had in 2023, the hottest free agent up until he signed with AEW, that man is a fucking animal. 2023 was his year, but I'm open to hearing who you guys pick.
See, it was quite a tie, but and Will was like right here, and the person I'm about to say is like right here by a smidge.
So you agree, basically?
No, Dom.
Oh, you're bugging.
Dom.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah,
But
that's-
yeah.
That's
I mean, only by a smidge.
Nah.
what the fuck?
I mean,
Is this a parody podcast now? Is this a
not a
parody
parody.
wrestling?
I think
podcast?
yeah, a weird joke to you, Yuri. Do we make you laugh?
What
I mean,
the
we should make
fuck
them
is
laugh, or we
going
make you
on?
laugh.
I mean, I guess you make me
Yo.
laugh a little bit, but yeah, no, I say Dom because that man has been just on a.
He's been
tear
all over
on
the
his
place,
own.
sure, but
Yeah,
We went from breakout star to wrestler of the year. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I put them both in the same category just because.
Oh, that's such a fucking cop out. Come on. Come on.
Scotty, who you got?
You know what? I'm gonna die on that hill.
Okay.
Just because it's not a cop out.
There's no way he had a better
fucking
year
hill.
than Will Ospreay, and I know Cooge will even. Let me.
He would say, yeah. Get him on the line. While you're doing that, I will say, I think, and I think. Now that you say Ospreay, in my mind might have changed, but just for sake of doing it differently, the Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah,
because he's had a good year. I think because
he's
He's
battled.
had a good year,
he's
but
battled-
he's battled a lot.
all he's done is make his wife and kids sad because he's beating himself up in the ring.
But
It's crazy.
Did he beat a 5 or 6 time
Hold on,
New
hold
Japan
on.
Pro
Cooge is
Wrestling?
on the line. Cooge is on the line.
Oh, Ayo.
You're on legit heat with the boys right now, bro.
Hey,
Hold on, the connection is. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who would you say was, like, in all of wrestling, not just WWE, like, who would you say was the wrestler of the year? Like, no trolling, no nothing.
Wrestler of the year?
Yep.
I'm gonna go either Seth Rollins,
Okay. Valid.
That is true.
Will
Yeah.
Ospreay.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was mine, Cooch.
A sleeper? You know, I'm gonna go sleeper too, just cause like
He's gonna say it.
He's gonna
two
say
more,
it.
I got two more. Dirty Dom
Yeah,
I
I knew it.
and shit. I mean, no bullshit. I gotta go Cody.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he right.
Okay.
Yo,
He
that was
right.
valid. Yo, that's a valid list, Cooch. That's a valid list.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Let me throw in the AEW guy too. So be like, just cause like I.
Oh,
the
he's gonna
WWE
he's gonna say swerve. Watch.
No, for real. Like, no trolling. For AEW, I'm gonna go. Well, I guess Will Ospreay would count, but I'm gonna go either Kenny or y'all not gonna believe me because I don't like this guy, but I mean he's been consistent all year. I would have to go John Moxley.
All right. Hey. Yo.
All right.
But you know he's there every week. He puts on good matches.
He bleeds.
He bleeds.
He bleeds a lot.
He's the Seth Rollins of AEW for real. Like he's the guy that like no matter what he's gonna be there week in and week out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's a workhorse for
See,
sure.
I like when Cooch has non-trolling
He is. He's a
views.
workhorse.
Yeah.
He's like, nah. In all seriousness.
In the group chat, Cooch trolls, but on the podcast, he's all business.
Oh yeah, because I'm like I gotta be dead ass. I gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta be dead
Let me
Well, I
beat
love
that
this
ass
guy.
with you, brother. I feel it.
Yeah, those are my picks, yo.
Your boy, our boy Yeri. I'm gonna call him your boy Yeri now because I don't know,
come
but
on.
I picked Ospreay. The man has just had like he's been in every match of the year conversation. He's had mad accomplishments this year, including signing with AEW. So that was my wrestler of the year. But your boy Yeri went straight to Dom Dom.
I can't be mad at that. I mean, like, because when you say wrestler of the year, do you mean from a straight like wrestling point or just like,
All around. But I did give.
Dom's wrestling has gotten a hell of a lot better. Don't tell me it hasn't.
Listen, I gave him breakout of the year. That's what I did.
I gave him both. Actually, no, I gave Rhea that. What the fuck am I
did.
talking
Yeah, you
about?
did.
Honestly, only like for me with Dom, it's like a year ago I didn't want him feuding with Ray. A year ago I didn't give a fuck about this kid.
See?
But what the heel turn was the best thing they could have done.
Hell yeah, like
Hell yeah.
like a year ago he did the mommy hit mommy, and I'm like, and a year later he's like the most over guy. He's wrestled more. He just wrestled CM Punk.
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Like they trusted Dom. They trust of all the wrestlers in the back. They trusted Dom.
And to add to what we were talking about earlier, now that Cooch brought it up again, Dom was the more polished one in that match.
He was.
See?
Like Dom, I watched it. Dom looked good, bro.
Yeah.
Like
See, look at them proving my point.
But
Look at all these.
I'm
look
not.
at them
You
now.
didn't prove any point. I called Cooch, and at the end of the day, Cooch picked Will Ospreay over Dom.
He did.
And that's what I. That's
He put them all on a damn
no,
list.
bro, he thought of Will before Dom. Is my point, and he's a big Dom guy. So I rest my case.
Like I said, I'm gonna die on this hill. And yeah, if anyone wants to see me on that one, I'll just have to give you an RKO in the middle of a Walmart. Like,
Will Ospreay just won like match of the year from ESPN twice. He won the first and the second match.
That's true, he did.
Granted,
it's also true.
Kenny Omega was in that match, so like Kenny can be in that conversation.
Yeah, but
I feel
Ospreay
like Kenny had a
fucked
whack
him
year.
up.
I feel like Kenny had a whack year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Kenneth Jerome Omega had an off year, but he still put on bangers. That's
He
crazy.
did put on bangers
Yeah.
though.
I mean, he's fucking. You know, he's LeBron at this point. Like as far as
Yeah,
wrestling
he
goes,
is.
he's like he's gonna give you a great match no matter how banged up he is. But I feel like from a character standpoint, like besides giving us great matches, like Kenny didn't have a great.
Nah, I agree. As a big Kenny fan, and you know that, I agree with you 100%.
No, yeah, man's had an off year, and he was just like, it is what it is.
But Cooj, my boy, I appreciate you picking up, bro.
Nah, of course, Brody. I'm like, you never call, so I'm like, I hope you're good.
Yeah. Nah, we're good. We're
like,
just in an intense debate right now.
But we all safe here.
I love y'all. Shout out to all the listeners to legit heat. Those my guys right there.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon.
For sure, I'll see you next month.
I'll see you. Love you.
Woo woo.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
See, and like I said, I die on the hills that I stand on.
I love that. I
guess.
respect that about you, but you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, you're all sorts of wrong.
Okay, see, what's going on here is, you want to know what this is? I am Jon Snow, and y'all are fucking, you know what?
Night King?
Yeah, y'all are Nightwalkers.
Nightwalkers?
That's
y'all
crazy.
are you remember that exact scene where it's just him and his fucking sword, and everyone's just charging at him up until fucking the dragons come.
That's
But yeah,
fair.
that's
fair.
literally me. But I have no dragons, so I'm just gonna fight everyone with my sword.
So you're not Jon Snow then?
I am Jon Snow. I am Jon Snow.
Jon Snow would have picked Will Ospreay, but
Yeah,
okay.
I think
No, he
would've,
wouldn't
yeah.
have.
He would have more common sense
He would
than
have
that.
died on the very
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been, please, seriously, we have a lot of random listeners, and thank you for tuning in.
Yes,
a lot of
thank you.
watchers on YouTube specifically.
Shout
Thank
out
you
YouTube.
for tuning
Appreciate
in.
you all.
Thank you for tolerating our bullshit, and we literally sit here and have a good time and go on fucking rants and ramble on and all that other shit, and you guys love it, and you guys fucking tune in.
I pulled the Rey Mysterio out.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh,
Hell yeah.
Look at that! Woo!
Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next year with possibly a new name. Like I said, we want to do a
Rebranding
little
coming
bit of
soon.
an upgrade. We're still upgrading the stew. So, and local listeners, make sure that you be on the lookout, be on the extra, turn your ears on a little more, because we're going to have a watch party for the Royal Rumble
Hell
in
yeah.
this bitch.
Come hang out. Come just mark out with us because Royal Rumble will be
a lot of food
insane.
made by yours truly and
lot
my
of-
boy Eric from Real Hungry.
A lot of drinks too.
A lot
drinks.
of drinks. Scotty might be bartending. Who knows?
Hey, who
With
knows?
the mask on, we'll see.
You
I'll
just
do it.
gotta tip him, tip him nicely.
He
Tip your
might
bartender.
just
And I
have the
can't see
mask on with no shirt. and shit.
That's right. I can't see shit in this mask, so your drinks might be real heavy.
He might get some chops for some tips. So
I'll have a piano and I'll be doing greatest hits of so many good songs. I'll be singing
Piano
This
Man?
Time to
No
Wear a
Chance
Striped
in Hell?
Sweater.
no chance in hell.
I can try and do that a cappella.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I'll do my favorite, which is Best Time to Wear a Striped Sweater. The answer is all the time. But yeah.
And we're gonna close it out with. Oh shit! This is not politically correct.
Nope.
But it gets the people going.
Yo, we should talk about that next time, actually. But
We
you
should
know
wave
what?
like this?
On a real
Oh
note,
my God, no.
hold on. On a real note, let's close out with the best wrestling song of 2023.
Oh, Jesus.
We gotta add to this, by the way. Ready?
Let's let loud it enough for the people downstairs so they can hear it.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Uh-huh.
Whoop that trick.
I like it. Later, Gators.
Later, y'all.